Hi. So we have seen how we can do the communication from class to template, right? So there is the one way using interpolation. This is the sugar syntax for the property binding. Okay. Now we will see how the communication happen from template to class. So we have new syntax for this. This is this bracket. Okay. So here you give the event name equal to function name. Okay, and this function will be present in your class, right? So if you see there what is happening in our code, if you see, this is the interpolation, right? Here we don't have the property binding, but we have input output event, blur output event, and this is the functions, right? And they are available inside the classes, correct? Right, so this is the this is the event property of this input type tag, right? So we have seen, right, in JavaScript we have lot of properties, right? So there are some event property as well which start on, right, on click, on blur, on double click, right, on input. So let's see how this communication happen from template to class. And first of all, see why this is needed, right? So we come to our VS Code, and first of all I remove something, right? So we have seen some this communication from class to template. We have written some properties and bind there, so these are interpolated and the property binding is done, right? So why we needed template to class communication? Suppose someone want to change the name, or someone want to give the information through this input, right? How you will take this information means template is what? This is the HTML which you are seeing there. So you need this information, updated information, to the class. How you will take this, right? So definitely you should have communication from template to component. So let's see how we will achieve it. So first of all I will just clear some code there. I do not need it, right? So this is there, I just removed this as well. So I do not need anything, so I remove this, and this is my name, and I just this dot name equal to my name is Sarang Jain. So I there, okay, perfect. So this is the one way communication, right, from class to template. Okay, now I need this updated information there. So I do one thing, I just make another div and I do the interpolation as well. Okay, so I take the name there. Okay, so one, I'm sorry, so this is the name goes there, and so Sarangjan and Sarangjan, perfect, right? Now if someone I change this name Jane Sarang, how this will be notified to the class, how this dot name will be changed? Okay, so let's go for the native JavaScript, how we used to do this, right, and how we do in the native JavaScript, right? So first of all I just refresh it. Okay, so this is the syntax we use in native JavaScript. Document dot query selector, and inside the query selector first I grab the input dot add event listener, right? Event listener, I take which event I want to target. I want to target the event blur event. Okay, and blur event I need to give function, right, which function will be called there. Okay, and I will get one event there. Okay, console dot log event. Okay, and okay, so if I do the gen sarang, okay, and I perform the blur action, so they see I got the focus event, and whenever I will change it and do the blur, so what is the event in on this input box? If I go, this is the focus, this is the blur, focus blur, focus blur. So we have targeted in JavaScript just blur. So we have already seen, right? If I go there, I show you how many event we have. So we, where we will see in our JavaScript, because we know our, this is our HTML representation, right? And how is the JavaScript representation? Console.dir $0. Okay, so this is the representation in JavaScript. So if you see whatever start from on, these are the event. Means by using these event, we can take the information what we want to take from the template. Okay, so these action, if user do some click, some focus, some blur, some input, we can use this, right? So we have just used the blur. So if you see, there would be the on blur. If I just search on blur, right? So I have just choose the on blur, right? When I just see, this is working, right? How this was working? Because I have attached using the JavaScript, right? So what syntax I had used, I just show you, right? This syntax. So this is the big syntax, right? So how I can achieve this from Angular, right? So let's see. I have there the syntax, and I refresh it. So I do not need to write this big syntax. What I need to write exactly? So this is the again event name. So this is the blur. Okay. So this is the blur and the function name. I need to give one function name which will be looking. So template will be looking inside the class. So what would be the name of this function? So handle blur. So it will reflect its name. Okay, this will be called, and I will give the event property there, right? So Java, in JavaScript we simple write anything event e and whatever, but in Angular we need to write dollar event, right? This is giving the error because this should present inside there. So we have the event any type, and see, this is the thing there, right? Now I can do the same thing, console.log event there, right? Console.log event. Okay, and I do one more thing, event dot console dot log event dot target dot value. Okay, so let's see what is happening. If I do, I have already refreshed, so I do not have event register from the JavaScript, native JavaScript. So I have event registered using Angular now. So if I just change something and just remove this and just come there, see what this came. I got the focus event, and if I write something and I again come, so what I came, this is the focus event and this is the value, right? I just remove everything, and if you see again, I write awesome Angular and perform the blur. See, this is the focus event and the value coming from the event dot target value. You can see, right? 21 9 number. This is the 21. This is the 20. Okay. So this is the cleaner syntax, right? And what behind the scene Angular is doing the same thing, plus lot of other things. But the basic things, it's registering the event. How we used to do in native JavaScript. Perfect, right? So we have more event, right? So I take the input, same, I write handle input. This is the dollar event. We can't write simple event or ev, no, we need to give the dollar event. Okay, so I just copy the same and there, and I just write the same thing. I take the name for the input, and this is about the handle input. Okay, perfect. So what I do, I do some meaningful. So this dot name equal to event dot target dot value. Okay, the same thing is there. Okay, so I do this, and here what I do, I just give the, because this is the blur, I give the updated name Jain Sarang. So what will happen, let's see, when I will do something change, right? So my input, this handle input is being called, see, and if you want to see there, console dot log event dot target dot name value. Okay, see what I'm doing, see, this is being there, right? I just remove this now. So see, this is the input event of this input type text, right? So this is calling, and when I just come outside means blur will be happening, and this will update my name. Now you are surprising one thing, right? You can see, I just want to show one more thing. Console.log, what we will get inside the event. This is the, let's see, we see these are the input event, right? Input event, we have the target. Target is denoting again the same target where this input is happening, and I am updating the input dot value. Now you are surprising, if I am doing this and I am performing the blur, why this value is getting changed, why this is changing, right? If I am performing input event, how this is changing means how this binding is changing. So that's the power of Angular. What is happening? So you always treat this template like a monkey, right? Monkey sees, monkey do. What monkey is seeing? Monkey is seeing these all properties. So this template is looking these all properties. So right away we have only one properties. If this is changing because of any reason, these property will automatically updated in the templates. So this is the real power Angular gives you, right? So always treat this template as a monkey, right? So this template, what is doing? This is the template, okay? This is a like a monkey, okay? And this monkey, it's seeing this class. Whenever this name will change due to handle input, due to blur or any reason, this property will automatically change, and wherever inside the template this name is available, right, this will automatically changed. So always remember this mechanism, okay? So now what I will do, I will just I remove this. This is perfect example, right, for the blur. So now we see one more example. I take button, right? So I can click button, right? So this is the click property. Click, handle, click. So event is optional. Whenever you require, then you use it. If you don't require, you don't need to pass, okay? So handle, click, I don't need event right away. So what I will be doing, whenever I will click this button, change the name, change the name, okay? So whenever I will click this, this name will be changed. So what this will name change, I need to give this dot name equal to Sarang Kumar Jain, okay? So I, whenever I do this, see, Sarang Kumar Jain, this name is changed. Monkey sees, monkey do, right? So monkey is seeing these all properties. If any property gets changed, right, these all the property will be updated there. So we will, in future we will see in advance how this mechanism work, but right away at this beginning we should be aware, if something is we have bind there, right, this will automatically change. So we have seen interpolation from class to template, we have seen property binding from template to class, and we have seen the event binding template to class. So we have template to class. So again this is the round bracket, okay, and this is the function name. So always remember, if we are binding something from Angular syntax, right, these are not the string, these are the properties or expression which will be looking inside the component, and this is the function, this will be looking inside the class. If I remove this name, this will be giving the error there. So this is all about the event binding and how our mechanism work to change inside the template, okay?